Exclusive. Sound of the streets. Man. Let it breathe. My God. You react. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Welcome to the Chop Shop. I'm Eddie James. My brother from another mother.
This shit is hilarious.
This is crazy. DJ React.
This shit is funny.
Right? You ready to fucking make a pizza or what?
React. We have a wizard, a hip hop purist. One of the, I believe one of the dopest producers.
Switch up.
Ooh. And on the West, or dopest producers, period. Man, he is down with the whole Blu Exile crew. He is, he has a whole gospel bag, and we're gonna talk about that too, because we don't get enough of that. One of my favorite producers, man, and we need to hear more from him, man. He has an album coming out this week called Squares.
Yep, the drop right there, bro.
Yeah, Placentia. Did I did it right?
Placentia,
California. Yeah.
Placentia.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Sirplus on the Chop Shop.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for having me, bro.
And I completely botched his hometown. It's all good.
It's all
We
good.
didn't know what was going to happen. It's all right.
Right.
Placentia.
Humans make mistakes, and we're only human.
Yes, we do, man. Man, thanks
Thank
for coming.
Thank you for having me, bro. Appreciate you.
Man. I would, you know what's coming. Pause. All right. React. I'm going to refrain from saying pause because we had one follower that said I should stop saying pause. But
gives a fuck what everybody thinks.
We're not going to do that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, House Shoes was checking me on that. I said some crazy shit, and Shoes was like, pause. Like, you had to pause.
He paused for you, bro.
Shoes.
That's definitely where
he did.
You got to draw the line.
So I have to bring this up because this is how real men handle situations. I met Sirplus in 2019, right before the pandemic.
Yeah,
and probably. I was following him. The music was crazy, and I just started posting stuff, and I believe that it was a mutual feeling that we had with support.
Yeah, we had mutual homies like Static. I think Static was the one that connected the dots on that. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I must say, and I will not get into it, but we got off on the wrong foot.
Yeah, but you know what though? we both hashed it out. And we moved forward.
Yes.
That's the best part about it. And it wasn't even that serious, bro. It was more me bringing it to your attention, and then we did the whole shit.
Yep. See, and that's how real men we address it. I slept on it, and then I hit you up the next day. I was like, hey, man.
Oh, you actually turned out to be a cool dude, and I appreciate you having me today.
And then what happened after that, we wind up being and the session in, and he used to I'm telling you, Plus used to come through with the slappers,
bro. That was all we were doing on Fridays, right? That was like the only shit that we could do. So we were all just
absolutely
going in there and giving reactions.
I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, this guy, like, I don't know if you're a recluse or not, man, but like there's not enough information on you, but when the music is played, like, is crazy. Like, this is why we had to have you on the show, man, because I want to know more about Sirplus. So just for the people, man, explain or tell the people about your early beginnings.
Well, I guess I've always kind of been like a sniper, you know, because I was just kind of rolling to all the shows, showing my face, you know, kind of just building bridges, you know, fucking shaking hands, kissing babies. And I never ever told people that I made music, you know what I mean? Like, I was just fucking out there trying to network, you know? So,
right.
I was in different circles and people had heard my joints before, and I guess they were, you know, fucking with my music, but it was just more me going out to the shows and supporting. And then I ended up linking with dudes like Shoes or Red, you know, X. And I was doing a lot of beat battles and different showcases, shit like that. You know what I mean? I was in the trenches for years.
Yeah.
So I was more trying to put in the legwork.
No, I believe it because the way the music sounds, I really
and I wanted to make sure that I released some shit and it didn't fall on deaf ears, you know? So that's why it's taken me so long to get to this point. I kind of felt like I plateaued at a certain level because I was kind of getting my name thrown in different circles for a little bit. And then life took over and I haven't really been in the scene. Yeah, exactly. Life be life. And so like, I haven't really been in the scene as much, but you see, I'm still making my rounds. But I mean, it really just was deeply rooted in me going to the shows and harnessing relationships. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Whoever.
You know. When I think, I'm glad you said that because I was trying to understand why. Like, I was like, is this guy a perfectionist? Because, like, I know there's so many joints that you have because when we were in the session we were just playing joints every week, and I'm like thinking to myself this whole week, I'm like, man, I think Sirplus, I mean, you're coming out with a full length album, Squares, this Friday, and I'm so excited for it because I mean, when's the last time you had is this your first full length?
Yes, this is my first full length because I did a single called Brandy versus Moesha. I think that was like 2019, bro, right around the time when we met.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
You know, I was pushing that for a little bit and then kind of let things fly by the wayside because like me and X were putting a project together, you know, and kind of putting it in sequential order.
And we're talking about Blu Exile people,
yes.
hip hop legends, and he. I don't know. You're in the crew.
Dirty Science, Dirty Science is the
Dirty
crew.
Science, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. So you know, just that project was on Fat Beats. I wanted to kind of just do it on some guerrilla marketing type shit. Fat Beats definitely helped with the distro list, you know, or the vendor list. So a lot of copies got out that way. I mean, I'm virtually unknown. But one thing that I've done throughout the years is travel to different states out of my bubble so I can link with other cats like, you know, Mint or Static. You know, me and Static men over there at Guerrilla Grooves Radio, you know.
That's why I said,
Fred
man,
Ones and all that.
like that's right. Like, and that's why I mentioned that, you know, like all the real heads know who Sirplus is. Period.
Yeah,
no, there's no question about it. No question about it. You have a distinct sound. I actually, you know, I couldn't wait. Like, if there were nights that during the pandemic, if you didn't show up, I'm like, damn. But when you showed up, I'm like, woo, what am I going to get today?
Bro, I was there like every week since maybe the second or third episode. I was there every week, and then we started getting back into the groove, kind of, you know, at the tail end of the pandemic. So.
Yeah, I came in at episode 18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I came. Yeah,
That's
18.
right, bro. That's right. Yeah, Spec.
Yeah.
Spec had hit me. I think it was Spec and Smokes. They were like, yo, come into this stream, you know, this live stream where I was just going to be blapping out. So I came through, and that's what we were doing for weeks on end.
Yeah, man. Shouts to Spec and Donnell. We got to have them on the show, React. I will say this, man, like, and to the people, like, your music is absolutely, man, it is thorough. Like when I think about there is no missing. Like some people just have, even like myself. Sometimes we make beats and then we just let them breathe. But when I hear a Sirplus joint, I feel like there's the beginning and there's a lot of what Kelsey might say seepage. You know what I'm saying? Like there's switch ups and everything, but best believe that the slaps are there, man.
Man, you're a fucking sleeper too. Come on. You're a monster, bro.
Well, but no, I appreciate that. I appreciate
you
that.
You're just
man,
a podcast host.
No, I appreciate that, sir. Because I mean, I'm a little bit older than everybody, and that's fine, man. But I just feel like we need to hear more of Sirplus, and I hope that this Squares album is going to be the infectious bug for you, man, to start. Just release the joints, right? Man. You got I know you got a bag of joints.
I got a lot of shit in the tuck. I got projects that might never see the light of day. Same thing with you, I'm sure, bro. Come on. I mean, you check the resume. You got some shit for years.
No, I'm the king of filling hard drives.
See, you know what it is, bro. That's just like, that's...
Yo, and let me tell you right now, React got some... Yo, React got joints.
I can only imagine. I mean... You both
you do, man.
Our good homies.
Just
you got them similarities and the same likenesses. Yeah.
All right. So a young Sirplus, man. First of all, how'd you come up with the name Sirplus?
You know what's funny? I was actually driving today and I was like, this fool's probably gonna ask me how I got my name.
That's right.
My boy DZ, he's an MC / producer from around my way. I was kicking it with him tough, like in 2009, because I was kind of just cooking up. I didn't have a name yet. It was like around 2009-ish. He was putting out this little mixtape called the Blend Tape Mixtape Summer or some shit like that. I'm like trying to remember the exact name, but he kept saying Sirplus in it. He would say like Mr. Sirplus, retail value, Mr. Sirplus. He like kind of say it within his rhymes at times, it kind of just stuck with me. I don't know what it was. Ooh. And I was like, surplus of beats. So I honestly don't really fuck with it, but it's stuck throughout the time,
No, that's fine.
So I've always talked to X about it, like, I don't really fuck with my name. He's like, no, bro, you come this far, just roll with it.
What name did you have before Sirplus?
There was there was no name. It was just me. My name is Danny. So there was no actual moniker. I never went by anything else. Sirplus was like the name that I chose for myself because I was kicking it with Homie Tough and like he was putting out that mixtape and he was like, he was barring up, dude.
So did you have to? I mean, like you were doing so. He was saying that he was calling you.
No, he was just saying it in his rhymes, like he's talking about.
So did you have to ask for permission?
No,
like man, do you mind if I write?
No, and I have given it up, like and that says no homo pause. But like he was the dude.
He said no homo.
He was the dude that fucking inspired me to use that name, and I've told him to his face. I'm always gonna definitely be transparent with you. I'm not gonna like act as if it was something that it wasn't.
All right, so because there's so much I want to know, like all right, so we have to start, like we got the name, your influences. I want to know your influences, and then I want a janky ass equipment story about your early equipment days.
Okay,
and what are you using too? So, in a nutshell.
Great questions. My influences, damn. Obviously, Dilla, Pete, Primo, the whole DITC producer squadron, Dime. I was always checking for everything, Diamond and fucking Buck and, Show, everybody. Kev Brown, Black Milk.
Man.
Can Kick, Madlib, Exile, of course.
Yo, you said Can Kick.
Oh, yeah, Can Kick is that dude. All day. So many influences, man. Marley Marl, just everything from Marley Marl to Just Blaze or Timbaland or you know, on some minimalist shit, Pharrell, and throw Pharrell in there. But yes, it's all just a melting pot. Jake One, I can just come up with names all day that I've been inspired by. Khalil, High Tech, you know, just everybody under the sun.
Yeah.
Doing the homework.
No question. I can tell that you're a student of the game, and we're gonna get into some music in a little bit. But I always ask this to West Coast. I can't even say. Yeah, I have to say West Coast producers because you are. You know, but the influence, like was there some? You just found your tribe, out west, that was listening to that music, or because there was like, you know, West Coast producers, Quick, Battle Cat.
You see how I named like primarily fucking East Coast producers, Midwest, all that.
Right.
I'm not even thinking about the West Coast at that point, but yes, all the ones that you named definitely influences Battle Cat, Quick, Jelly Roll. You know,
what were you gravitating towards? I mean, or was there anything? I mean,
Eddie pulled out
within that
the fucking good questions. Yeah. You got to
no, because I have to know that, because you know, like,
I love them, dude. Those questions are great. I gravitated more towards East Coast shit, as you can tell. My influences, they're mostly tailored around like the East Coast sound, or
right
around that area, Midwest to the East Coast. I can't say that I have one particular influence. Like my cousin was pretty much the one that got me into East Coast shit, because he got me a copy of Resurrection. I mean, that's not exactly East Coast, but you know, like Golden Era type sound. Yeah, he got me Resurrection and Bow Down. So it's like two different coasts. Not exactly, I'm not going to say that, but still, you know,
right.
Midwest, West Coast, and Cube and fucking Common had their beef. It's just kind of ironic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right?
Yeah.
And then Pete Rock came out with they did the bitch in you.
Yeah, of course. It's fantastic.
And people,
one of my favorite diss records of all time.
That was one of yeah. It definitely was. It definitely was.
Yeah.
Nah, man. So with that being said, your early days of working on doing beats, we have to go through this, because I feel like people need to know more about Sirplus, because we're gonna play the music and they're gonna be like, wow, okay, that's fucking crazy.
You were asking me about that earlier about the janky equipment or the janky setup or whatever.
Yes,
I used to rock these fucking big ass acoustic Kenwood speakers. Like there are some old acoustic speaks that my pops had, you know, and I just hook them up through the
wood grain.
Yeah, the wood grain joints. Yeah, and I just like would hook it up through the little the tape / had the CD player on it, receiver, you know, the receiver through there, and I bang them out, and I wasn't getting my mixes right at all. I don't know if it was the you know, the wood grain joints or what, but
right.
After I got some real speakers, like just some little dinky, I have the BX5As now, but I forget what I used to have, the BX8As or some shit. And
that's what I got.
Was it the BX8? No, they're the small ones. I'm trying to remember which ones they were.
Oh no, the 8s are the bigger ones.
Yeah, the 8s are the big ones. Exactly.
I had the BX8s, and them shits are thorough.
They were just some little rinky dink, like some desktop, like a little bit bigger than desktop computer speakers, you know. And I was rocking off of those, and I finally got some BX5s. So
did you start as a DJ?
No, I started off making beats. You know, I'd always go to Guitar Center. Guitar Center was like, that's like
that's how me and React,
the spot, man. You know, when I had drum lessons right next to a Guitar Center over in Brea, you know, the town like right by where I grew up. And I'd always go to Guitar Center and just fuck around with the beat machines. And you know, when they'd have the 2000, the XLs and the 2500s out. Yeah. So I just make everything on one track. I didn't understand the concept of making beats, but I always was in love with the beat first. Like me just gravitating towards the golden era sound. The beats were always, you know, key for me in searching for producer credits and, you know, finding everything that Primo rocked on or, you know, Pete Rock did joints for Dilla. I was just that nerd, you know, going to Amoeba every weekend or just getting all kinds of fucking CDs, wax. I was going tough on my hip hop wax for a while.
So you were a drummer?
Yeah, I used to play drums when I was younger, when I was 11, 12, 13. And I don't know. I guess I didn't have a true passion for it, but I understood the concept of swing, or at least staying on beat and, you know, dissecting tempos.
I don't know everything on the one, baby.
Yeah.
The one.
And now I like the natural feel, you know, the taking your timing off, both of you, just being producers in general or making beats. It's more of that natural feel, you know what I mean? And that's where I come from, is like playing drums. But I'd always go to Guitar Center and just make shit on the one, you know, the one track, put the stock fucking wind chimes in that bitch, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
The stock wind chimes with the
React, right? React.
whatever drums they had loaded up in there.
I used to run right to the back to the Triton and play grinding every single
Right?
time.
That's fucking classic. Yeah, we all got the Guitar Center stories, man. We all got the Guitar Center stories.
Oh, man.
And like, that's
I think every
Yo.
broke ass producer used to work there too.
you know,
Yo, shouts
to Guitar Center,
shouts to
Rachel Yonkers.
shouts to 813 Guitar Center that's no longer there. Palmer
R.I.P.
Avenue,
Palmer Avenue, Larchmont.
Larchmont, New York, where I worked and React worked, and
man, so you guys go back,
all-
you go way back. Where?
yo, I'm telling you right now, I went to Guitar Center through a transition in my life. I was like, well,
Me too.
You're like in limbo of what you want to do as a career path.
yeah,
right?
I was in super
Shit,
I was
man.
in super
I'm not
limbo.
going anywhere.
I had a bag because I was sync licensing early. Right. So, but I had to wait on that money because it was, you know, and then I had to wait quarterly with the publishing, and it was good money, but I had to wait. I was like, man, I think I need a job, and I'm not going back into the city to work anything. Man, I worked at Xerox.
Oh
I had
shit,
some bullshit
Xerox,
jobs,
damn,
man.
bro.
I did, man. I mean, it was just like, man, I'm like, So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna work at Guitar Center. But Guitar Center was just
That was you
it was the
having
funniest-
access to all the gear that you wanted at a fraction of the price.
We got everything at cost.
You guys
We got
probably
everything at
got so
cost.
much shit returned that you could have. I'm already knowing y'all came up throughout the years.
Oh yeah.
Come
Oh,
on, you know,
bro.
like that is a
And
great
then
job to have.
You know how many
in
fucking fader
between.
caps I stole?
I can only imagine, bro. That's what I'm
forget
saying.
it.
It's like perfect for
I said,
somebody in our
I
realm.
think I'll take these. Was it Mogabi?
Oh, the Mogami. All my every single
Taking all of
XLR.
this.
Mogami,
Yeah,
wait,
every single XLR in my studio is Mogami from
Oh,
Guitar
yeah.
Center.
the
Yo,
plug
and then
is-
sir, we would just get. I would leave for like lunch. With a homie named Quasi.
Oh, we get fucked
Shouts to
up.
Quaz, and we would go straight up to like a bar and get fucked up,
right.
Noma Social.
Yeah, dude.
and then come back,
Yeah.
and then come
You
back
get a
to
little-
the
get a
Guitar
little
Center and
loose.
make beats.
Yo, that's so fire, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So I get it, man.
That's
Like I used to. It reminds me of guys that used to come in. I can see a young Sirplus coming in and rocking beats.
Oh, for sure, bro. That was me. Every time I had drum lessons every other day. It was like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and I would always go to the Guitar Center. Every time, yeah, I just fucking bang on the pads. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but
right,
that definitely struck something in me, you know. And
right.
I ended up getting a 2000. I got a 2G to start off with, but I wanted to get the pop-up screen. That's literally the only reason why I copped the 2XL. So I got a 2G, and then I was like, shit, this might be a little uncomfortable, you know, because I can't see the screen pop. So like immediately after, pretty much it was like a month or two later, I ended up, selling that, and then I copped the 2XL. That's, actually from my homie that fixes all kinds of equipment. He used to work for a company kind of like Sweetwater, or he'd do the repairs for, Guitar Center, Sweetwater.
We talking about like Bruce Farrat?
Exactly, just like Farrat, dude, or Farrat. His name is Bryce, dude. He's a fucking genius. That's the dude. I always take my MP2 whenever I need a tune-up or anything fixed.
Yeah.
Dude got it in fucking 10 minutes. And he done cost an arm and a leg like 4 hats usually pretty pricey. My homie's very reasonable.
Yeah.
So this is the plug for my boy Bryce. If you anybody around LA, Orange County, Riverside, IE area, if you need anything fixed as far as mixers, keyboards, just audio equipment in general, my boy's got you. Or hit me.
Even like keyboards?
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Either way is do. But
I might have to send my shit. I got a couple of things that don't work.
yeah. I mean, whenever you come out here too, whenever you come out, if you do like a session out or whatever, bring your shit.
I will, man. So yeah, you already answered the question. So 2000 XL was the first piece of equipment that you got.
The 2000, and then I sold it, and I got the 2XL. So I've been on the 2XL ever since. I've been making beats since I was. Well, actually, I've had an MPC since I was about to be 18, or I think I turned 18. So yeah, fucking about 18 years ago, something like that.
Man, React. We ain't
getting many reactions from React right now. React ain't reacting.
Jesus Christ.
Reacting, where you at?
You're killing me, man. Just give us the fucking bootleg camera, bro.
No, I can't change it while Riverside's recording. I can't change it.
It was looking all right.
It's all good. We should play some music though.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm with it.
Yeah, let's get into some music.
It's rolling up, enjoying the conversation.
Just.
So that React, this is that record I was talking about earlier. The Brandy versus Moesha.
Right, and this came out in 2019.
Yes, I think it's 2019.
My God. This is crazy. I always thought this shit was crazy.
Thank you, bro.
Look, I got two. There's two versions here, though.
You got two versions?
There's two versions.
Look.
Yeah. What's this other version? There's two versions here.
Let me hear.
Motherfucker.
Oh, maybe that's the Moesha. That's the Moesha joint. So I called it Brandy versus Moesha, as if they're like battling each other. You know what I mean? It's the same person. But yeah, Brandy versus Moesha. Her alter ego versus herself.
React, man. I told you, React. I told you. This motherfucker Sirplus. This is fucking crazy.
So what are you using now? Are you still using MP?
Yep, just the 2000 XL.
Oh shit!
But I hear keys too. You play them keys too. I didn't.
No.
Talk about that.
No keys on there. It was like Brandy's voice chopped up. Axe actually added those high pitched, like the higher octave, vocals in there. But this is this is in between an episode of Moesha. So you know how like Moesha's fucking writing in her diary and.
Right.
And it's kind of like segueing it into different scenes. It was in between that. So yeah, I ended up grabbing that little bit and then.
Oh shit! Word.
Yeah, cook that shit up.
I had React. Yeah, you fucking hear this
That's
shit?
crazy, man.
That's like oh my God. Was it Charlemagne? Charlemagne used to take shit from video VHS too. Like VHS and flip it.
I gotta fucking flip some VHS shit. I got a bunch of VHS tapes at the crib.
Let's talk about your relationship with the homies Blu and Exile. How'd you guys meet up?
Man, that's that's kind of a long story, I guess. What, we got some time, so
we got time.
Indeed. I ain't going nowhere. So
I mean, it needs to be known because the Dirty Science crew, all y'all, you know what I'm saying, like you're all affiliates, you know what I'm saying, and you did like I feel like it should be Blu Exile and Sirplus.
Yeah, we're gonna be going on tour again pretty soon. So those dates are getting stacked up. Well, I'm pretty sure you'll be hearing about it sooner or later. But how I linked with Blu and X, like I used to see Blu a little more often because we both had a mutual homie, and I was rolling with this dude, and we used to see Blu help him sell merch. We, be at his releases, helping him sell the merch that he's dropping or whatever. So throughout the years, it was more just me building a relationship as a person with Blu, before the music. Yeah. So I was seeing him for a while, and I would see X periodically, like I went to his crib a couple times. I had linked up with Denmark and Scud. I don't know if you know Denmark Vesey. They dropped a monumental project called, what's it called again? What am I thinking? Called Classic. I was like, having a brain fart. So they dropped a really dope project at that time. And me and that dude actually, he was handling the merch side of it, and I was helping him do the runs, kind of drop it off over at X's crib while they were doing the rollout and everything. So me and X didn't really build that relationship much throughout that time, but he caught wind of a couple of my remixes that I did on some Blu shit. It was like a Clean Hand remix that P Rock did with him, and Soul Provider, which was a joint that X and Blu got from years back. So I just ended up cooking those up, and I think the homie Mainframe, which is part of Johnson & Johnson with Blu, they go back. He put out fucking J Love Japan and, Operation Unknown. He put out some of like Dilla's shit before he passed. So like he's the one that I believe sent the remixes off. Maybe it was the other dude that I was, hanging out with. But X caught wind of those remixes. I ended up seeing him at Boombox years ago. It was probably like 8-9 years ago. And
there we go with Boombox.
Yeah, man. React. You definitely got to
I heard them shits were crazy. I heard the Boombox used to be crazy.
It still is. That is the move. Every first Saturday of the month, that's where you should go. Like, that's where it's going to be popping. You see the illest DJs, producers. Then, man, we love Inca for that. He's given us an outlet for like 17 years. Shouts to Inca, man. Wow. He's going to be rocking at my release. And he's one dude that's put me on those shows. The best turnouts, most energy I've ever experienced, rocking live sets around my way. Because it's a lot different when you're in your hometown compared to going out of state or some shit. And people not knowing who you are. So, Inca is definitely.
No, but kudos to you too, man, because what you just explained to me, that it wasn't like you were trying to say, oh, I got beats. Like, no, you were really down for the cause. Yeah. And you put yourself in circles. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong or not. But you put yourself in these circles, and then they sort of just found out that, like, man, he's a fucking dope.
You're absolutely right, too, bro. Honestly.
Okay.
Like 100%. Because that's how you gotta fucking kind of build your name, get people to recognize your face and put a face with the name. That's why I was doing that legwork for many years, just introducing myself to people, building relationships. Med, I did a Peroxide remix, with that homie I was kicking it with. He sent it to, Med. I mean, that dude and I ain't homies no more. We're not associated, but, I always give it up to him for the connections that he had, allowed me to get my foot in the door with. So like Med, he heard the Peroxide remix, and Med started, having me come around, or like he had me do his anniversary show, or, just having me rock with him was a big deal, because I've always looked up to Med. He's a legend. And ever since then, that's kind of when things were like on a steady uprise. And, at a certain point, I felt like I plateaued.
A lot of people like, is it Med or MED or whatever? I always thought it was MED.
MED, Metaphor. you know?
Yeah, metaphor, right?
Yeah, man. So he's one of the first that caught on, and then Rhett, or no, like him, and then Shoes, and then Rhett, and X. You know,
Speaking of Shoes, I must bring this up.
Please do.
Mr. House Shoes, our brother at the show, said there is an album of flips.
Are you talking about the gospel records? Yeah, I'm low key kind of sour grapes about it, because like me and Shoes, we've been talking about putting this record out for a while, but like X and myself started talking about our record first, and it's like we're all family, man. Like we got so much love and respect for each other. It was not like that, but there was just me being fucking too meticulous, a procrastinator, and not, you know, jumping on the opportunity, because I've always wanted to do that project with Shoes, and I've had these gospel joints already cooked up. You know, we put it in sequential order. It's already in the oven. I mean, it was going to be put in the oven.
I think you might have played a couple of them on the session.
I have,
because you came through with the fucking people. He was coming through with the Holy Ghost joints.
Tabernacle. Yeah. So like, you know,
right, tabernacle joints, right?
Yeah, so like me and Shoes, we put that project together a while ago, but me just dragging my feet and not acting on things quickly, I think things kind of fizzed out, because I mean, Shoes, I'm not going to speak for Shoes, but Shoes,
but
Shoes has been in a tough position, and he, you know, when I hit him up about it the last couple times, he let me know that he wasn't doing any releases with SCM anymore. Who knows? Maybe something might light a fire in him, and we got that project in the tuck. Like it's ready to basically go in the oven. I even got like some more gospel shit that I've cooked up since then. But I think I will move forward when he's ready, because I got respect for my bro, and I got a lot of love for him showing me support throughout the years, and, you know, championing my music and playing my shit at different spots in his sets. He
definitely does. And I actually, you know, cause we speak on a regular, and I was just like, I said, we got Sirplus. And he was just like, I was like, you got any joints or anything? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, but
what did he say? How did he respond to that?
No, he just he didn't say anything. He just said,
"Sounds like a Shoes response for sure."
Yeah.
That's the bro right there.
Shoes is very vague, and I respect that because he fucking loves Sirplus.
Yeah,
and he respects you.
Likewise, man. Always.
He's just that kind of dude, man.
Yeah.
He said just ask him about the gospel joints.
Yeah, man. That's funny, because I've been kind of keeping him posted throughout the years, and like, isn't that funny? Throughout the years, it's kind of fucked up for me to say now. Now look at this. It's like a therapy session.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Sirplus. What I tell you earlier, bro. Just fucking release the music. I
know, right?
I mean, come on, man. Like Jazzy Jeff said one thing, man. Jazzy Jeff said something, man. It was very monumental to me, and I cannot ever forget it. He said about releasing music. He said, "Sell some, give some away, die empty."
Oh shit!
Meaning, and it
put it out there before you die with these joints, kind of just never going to be on archive.
He said, sell some, give the rest away, die empty. That's what Jazzy Jeff said, and he said, like, meaning,
you're not taking your joints with you.
All that shit that's on. Right, all that shit's on the shelf. It's not going to do anything. And why would we burden our future kids or spouses or anybody to release our fucking music when we fucking go on, or whoever? You know what I'm saying? He said, die empty, meaning creatively put the music out.
Right.
Just put it out.
I know, and that's what Shoes always been telling me. You know, throughout these years, he's just like, who gives a fuck? Just put that shit out. Don't wait on anybody.
Yeah.
And to a certain extent, I'm like, hell yeah. But my loyalty was to X and him trying to kind of put me on as an artist under his wing. Man, I got so much respect for both of the dudes. They're like mentors in ways, you know what I mean? But with X,
for sure,
more so because it's like my best friend, it's my fucking brother. So I mean,
yes,
my loyalty was to him, and we finally got this shit out. So I'm telling Shoes, like at the tail end of this, I'm like, yo, it's like, or no, it's out the oven. We got the test presses, and then I told him after it got pressed up, he's like, yeah, I don't think we're gonna be doing SCM shit no more. I was like, I really hope you can find it within yourself to put this project
I'm still
out.
Trying to get him to fucking do records, man.
You gotta put you gotta definitely put that thought in his ear again. Like, yo, what's up with the Sirplus gospel shit and stuff like that? Because
I mean,
there's like 20-something joints.
Oh my god!
I want to say there's like 20, or maybe we narrowed it down to 18. But
were you sampling like James Cleveland? Like,
hell yeah,
Andre Crouch,
of course. James Cleveland. There's one joint on there is Shoes, one of his like all-time favorite beats of mine. I guess is like one of his favorite joints that I've made. Is a James Cleveland flip, and yeah, that's probably gonna sit in the vault for a little bit.
I asked him. I was like, like he, you know what? I asked him. I was like, oh, I'm like, you got the records? I was like, he was like, yeah. I was like, can I like get one joint? He was like, no.
Damn.
He said, absolutely not.
Wow, that's amazing though. The fact that he's like gatekeeping it. That's what's so dope too. It's like throughout the years, he's been patient. He was literally like patient with me for however many years it was, like maybe 5 years in between. And then finally here I am. It's like, that chick that you wanted so badly, and she comes back in your life however many years later, and you're like, no, it's too late. But
hey, but who knows? Because I'm telling you right now, like the 2 joints that you sent us for the Squares album coming out this Friday, people. Squares. I'm telling you, it's gonna put. I was gonna put the battery in your back to just start releasing music.
I really want to, bro. I do. I tell myself that more often than not, and I have a whole funk tape. I got like a funk tape too that's ready to pretty much get put into play. That I got a feature project that I was gonna get a bunch of MCs on. So I have aspirations. Just I got my JO in life to I'm got the married life, my job, music. No, is definitely taking a backseat a little bit.
No, it's okay, and you know what? That's a good thing because before we even got on, we were talking about married life and everything like that. We're all in the same. We're on the same boat. But I will say this because I think I'm like React. I'm gonna tell React too. Start releasing them shits, and I'm gonna tell you too, Sirplus. Bro, there's so many beats and so many joints that I know you have. Just let them shits go. I started doing it, man. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to release something every fucking year. This is the first year that I have not released a project. But I'm saying, like, but I got a whole gang of joints that's I'm just letting go.
That's a philosophy.
And what
that's what I need to practice myself. I do. Like, I really need to start releasing shit. And I feel like you're absolutely right about that. I think this is going to maybe put a battery in my back to start fucking putting more projects into fruition,
So with that being said, React, run. You ran you ran the joint that's going to be on Squares when we first opened up, but this joint right here, I think he had it on
Slice and Squares.
Be quiet.
Slice it.
I'm going to be quiet.
Just let the shit play.
exclusive. Sirplus. Oh my God.
Goodness gracious. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing?
What are we doing, React?
Man.
This is the definition of less
Is more.
is better.
Yeah.
Man, thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Craziness, man. Jesus Christ. What the? Huh?
Yeah, you had a little doodads in there. A little extra flavor, I guess. Yeah, actually, I sampled like, I think it was 3 different records on that. Yeah. So that bass, the bass primary sample is one record, and then the guitar little layer on top is from a different record, and then the chicks say, oh yeah, and the horse. So it's 4 records. I just kind of got pieces, on like my Pete Rock shit. I was like, going through a stack, and it kind of worked out really well. The stars were aligned. When you're like,
you think?
You're going through, you're like, damn, okay, I can pull that, and then it just happens to fucking bake the cake.
Are you that type of producer? Like when you know the shit is cooking, you're like, yo, this shit is
when that shit is cooking. Yeah,
right.
You smell.
I know.
When it's cooking.
Play that shit. Just play. Give us a little segment of that joint again. React.
You
Because
just know
that
what
shit
it's,
is
you know
crazy.
it's cooking. No, man, like shit. I guess that was one.
React. Play it. No, the
That was the one that I
beginning
cooked
when
up
he
years ago.
gives us the bass line.
Oh.
He gives us. There you go.
I always felt like that was too long of a pause, but like, what? It works out.
The beginning of this shit is so fucking funny to me, though.
Oh, yeah. Hey, what's a pizza pie? It's like one of them. It's that.
I can't wait for this album to come out on Friday.
If you hear it, it's that joint. It's like. I forget what the fucking joint's called, but.
Oh. What are we doing?
Yeah, it's like. I think it's.
Yeah, it's an Italian folk song.
Yeah, I forget what it's called.
Terrible Italian I am.
React, you should know because
Shut up.
I called it Opasta. I called it Opasta. Like that was the original name for that beat. It was called it was called Opasta. Like it's fucking. I think it's.
Yo, speaking of Italian, you know what's fucked up? My parents went to Italy. Like I don't know. I know this is off topic, but whatever.
Oh,
it's all
like I'm trying to look at the post-it here, the postage stamp. Anyways, it was a while ago. It had to be like 6 months ago. They mailed me a postcard from Sicily. Me and my wife. You want to believe I just got this motherfucker in the mail today?
What? And they're already back home, right? They've been back home for
back home. They've been back home for fucking 5 months.
I just saw them maybe about
And she says, "Ciao, thanks, Mom. Appreciate it."
Thank you for getting in touch with our roots, Mom.
Bro, I just got it. I don't want to say we just got it. My wife and I and my mother-in-law just got it.
Yeah.
That's classic.
Oh, wait a minute. Sirplus, are you Italian?
No, I'm half Mexican. The other half of me is like Czechoslovakian and Slavic. I don't even know. Yeah, but that's my mom's side. My pops, he's Mexican. He's from Mexico. So that's my last name is Rojo. Rojo. Red. Yep, red is Spanish.
That's where that attitude come from. Like he was like, yo, kid, like I don't play that shit.
Yeah, no, I know some people may think that I could have some type of Italian background. I don't know, but I'm not sure. There were a lot of people that think I look white. So yeah, I'm half Mexican, and the other half of me, I'm not even sure. I'm a mutt.
Except for React, he's full Sicilian.
That Dennis Hopper, that Dennis Hopper is Sicilian.
Some more.
Can we play one of these for sale joints though?
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah.
That we did, right off that
We're gonna
last
talk
sword.
about that
All
too.
right, work.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, we'll talk about the record. I'm just gonna play
Blue
one.
and Sirplus.
Yep, let's do
One
it.
of these records, yeah.
For sale.
And I probably crypto, the last artful, the last carnival rock, 3 times annual. We not cannibals or even animals, yet they treat us like we can't handle truth. I know your history, you heard my slave song, I saw your rebirth. Hitler was way wrong, he should have blamed it on the old Jews again. The old school in him broke computer chips with a mortal thought. Open the portal, walk through the door after, boarded to a cross, and escorted off the premises like you ain't inherit this. Now
Hold
I
on,
carry
hold
the
on.
cross, I'm
React, stop it for a second.
Imagine that.
Oh, whoa.
Everybody broke
Stop.
one Cadillac and everybody.
Real quick. This is what I'm talking about, people. Motherfucking student of the game. He don't fucking play no games. I'm telling you.
No half step.
He got so many bags. Period. Yo, run the joint again, man. Sirplus, man. Run the joint again.
Thank you.
I
appreciate it.
And I probably crypto, the last artful, the last carnival rock, 3 times annual. We not cannibals or even animals, yet they treat us like we can't handle truth. I know your history, you heard my slave song, I saw your rebirth. Hitler was way wrong, he should have blamed it on the old Jews again. The old school in him broke computer chips with a mortal thought. Open the portal, walk through the door after, boarded to a cross, and escorted off the premises like you ain't inherit this. Now I carry the cross I'm buried with. Imagine that. Everybody broke, want a Cadillac, and everybody rich want their money back. That don't mean they getting it. Free men serving life, your whole life sentence in life.
You gonna feel my baby when I'm rising up the flame. When the lions step up out the gate.
For sale. I'm telling y'all right now, if you haven't heard this, you read 2000. This is 21. 2021.
Yeah, I think it was 21.
Go and cop this record. I'm telling you, I bought the shit again.
Hold up,
I bought it twice. I bought your joints twice.
Thank you, bro.
Because
thank you so much.
I
appreciate
you got vinyl still?
Yeah, I'm not,
is vinyl still available?
I only got a few copies. I don't know. I think.
Oh
yeah, man. Something that me and Blue cooked up because
you
might have to send doubles over here, pal.
Right, yo. If I had some, I'd get you for sure.
No, how about you just sign one to your homie? I'll pay for it, bro.
Yeah,
man. When I see you out there, if you already got some, I definitely got you.
I mean, are they available?
Yeah, I think I want to say they are, but I got one copy, and then I got a few copies of that Color Blue record. Yeah,
I would love to have one signed.
Yeah, bro, that would be great.
So I can put
it on that wall of fame back there.
Yeah, man.
Got that 10cc, Midnight Marauders.
10cc.
I think that Session In records right there. Is that the Session In record? Okay, word.
Yeah. Thanks to fucking Slop and I want to say Antrix who put me. I'm the only orange nigga on that motherfucker.
This fool.
That's an oxymoron.
Right? Yeah. Let's do.
He said it was because I'm a Syracuse guy, but I'm gonna.
Is that what Antrix said or
yeah?
Slop?
I once again. First of all, what the cool thing is, we got the gang all in one row. I'm
not on that one. I wasn't on that one. I was on the other release, the one before that.
Yeah. So
Fire.
So we have the SP Soul Prophet, there's Mint Plus, there's Divine. And why am I orange?
Oh my goodness!
Like orange Kanye West.
I'm the only.
I thought that
like
was
why? And then that's Static right there.
Yeah, right.
How the fuck did I end up orange?
Right. You are. Yeah, you are.
Like,
kind of like
nobody else
orange.
on here is orange.
Well, maybe Spawn. Spawn's kind of orange.
Spawnatola is definitely orange.
Spawn is.
That's because he lives in Florida and he's super tans
like high
all the time.
Peach. He's like high peach. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I always make fun
about to
because
see them.
we can't even see Keith Bueno.
Yo,
you know?
Keith Bueno.
He's like super.
Bueno. Yes, I'm gonna see Spawn. I'm gonna see Spawn and Wally and Slop when we go out there to Florida. That's gonna be our first stops.
And that's in Miami.
Well, X is gonna do Dante's Hi-Fi in Miami, and then from there we're gonna go to Jacksonville. From Jacksonville, and that was kind of just like that was like a random stop. It's not even like on the way to Tampa, but we're just gonna go to Jacksonville, and then we're gonna shoot over to Tampa the next day, or actually no, a couple of days later. So we're gonna be out there from the 20th to the 24th, and then we're going out to Atlanta on the 25th.
Wait a minute, you're going to Jacksonville? When's the Jacksonville
on the
date?
21st of June. So this month.
Oh
in
wow,
fucking 10 days.
Yeah. So, because I know Blu Exile do joints and everything. Like, how'd you guys even? How you and Blu even come about with this project for sale?
So we were on tour that last time. I think it was like 2020. Yeah, maybe 20. It was like right before the pandemic. Or wait, what was it?
In the pandemic?
No, it was right after the pandemic, maybe because.
Okay, so everybody was like 2020. It was like
somewhere around there. We were on tour. Right, it was just me, Blu and X, and Blu had mentioned that he did a whole project of actually no, this was on the Dirty Science tour before the last one. Me, Blu and X went on, so it was like me and all of us, fucking 7 dudes, just going from state to state, and at that time, Blu had a project cooked up with like all Blu samples, right? Like samples that say Blu in them in the singing, they're referring to Blu.
Yeah.
So he had a whole project already done, and he wanted to scrap it. He asked X if X wanted to maybe, pick up where he left off or just kind of remix all of them. And X was really busy at the time. So he threw my name out there. He's like, "Oh, what about Sirplus? Sirplus might be down." So Blu was like, "Perfect." And he hit me, and we talked about it. I think it was on tour. And right when we got back from tour, I started cooking up. He sent me the batch of the samples that he had already cooked up with, and I started chopping up all the ones that I was feeling. You know what I mean? I just tried to turn around like the same amount that he gave me, pretty much, so we can have a lot of material. I ended up doing most of the joints on there. J57 got some, X got some, but right when we got back, I was going in. That was when I was beasting, every day cooking up some new joints for that project. And then in between, he's like, "We got to do the EP." And I was like, "Shit, you already know I'm ready to work." So I sent him a batch of just joints that I had in the vault. Ooh. And we ended up putting that for sale project together in like a couple months. He basically,
incredible.
Yeah, his turnaround is crazy. Dude is a workhorse.
Yeah.
He's definitely.
And like seriously, one of the more, for Blu and Exile, man, one of just unsung, man, and just can we? Is it fair to say that they're like one of the most slept on?
Definitely, but they also have their core following, and I see it when we go on tour.
They do.
These shows are packed out. Most of them are selling out because their music has spoken to a lot of these people since high school.
Yeah.
When they came out 07, Below the Heavens, they were putting shit out a little bit before that. But
God, Below
the Heavens, that's a highly exalted record,
I can
that's
put
a
that
West Coast, they call it like a
yeah.
West Coast classic. And then Rolling Stone listed that shit as a West Coast classic, and it's a revered classic in general. So I'm so grateful to be working with them, and the fact that X has cared about
your crew,
yeah, no doubt, like that's family, And I'm just like so happy that I'm at this point now to where I'm releasing my first instrumental project, and I'm just gonna push.
Finally, people,
right,
finally.
I'm ready to start pushing it, man. It's coming out on Friday. Fuck it, I got the release show on Saturday. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, man, and I'm telling you right now, we have the the Squares tour coming on.
Yep.
Like like Sirplus. I'm very happy for you, man.
Thank you so much,
and,
G. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I can't wait till this album comes out, and I'm telling you, people, trust me, because.
Yo, yeah, this is gonna be
right
like one of the. This is why I wanted to send it to you, because I just felt like it was one of those singles. I talked to X about it. Yeah, it is different. X was like, he said this first. I was like, word, okay, I'm down, and that's something that you're enjoying. So
I'm looking forward to
lot,
it,
man.
and it's coming out on vinyl too. So
yes, it's only on vinyl. Well, there's a Blu record that's only on vinyl.
Yeah.
Hang on, I just lost the site. Anyway,
good.
So it's got a Blu record on there at the end, and I don't know if it's going to be on all DSPs for right now. I'm not too sure, but it's coming out on Fabbies.
I'm buying the vinyl though. I don't give a fuck.
Man,
yeah.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you.
Oh my God.
That
man.
That means a lot.
Is it going? It's going to be on Bandcamp, right? Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah. Usually Fat Beats, they put it out on all the DSPs and as many outlets as they can, but it's mostly going to be on Wax because that's how we wanted to curate the release. I'm going to have a bunch of dope merch too that I'm getting done. I'm getting the rest done right now.
Well, I'm buying.
Yeah. It's all going to be up hopefully sooner than later because I want to take it on tour with me and have it be at the release, but I will absolutely keep everybody posted on that release on Friday.
And then you gotta come with something more than like, I mean, who knows? You might be one of those guys who doesn't need, you can just release a beat tape every 5 years.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
I don't want to be known as that guy, I guess, but
sooner, man, I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too, bro. I've been looking forward to this because it's been a long process just from how everything, stemmed from just building that type of friend relationship first to, now we're at the music part and we're releasing the project together and he's executive produced it, he's got his vision and I trust it. Dude's put out classic albums, X is that dude. So I trust him. I trust him wholeheartedly. We have our opinions and we always come to a middle ground, but
and speaking of which, man, like I'm glad that things came full circle with me and you. I always thought you were super fucking dope, and it just everything, people just cop just go back and get the For Sale shit, go and get the Moesha, go get all that shit. But I'm telling you right now, I know this Friday, this Squares album is gonna be crazy. I already know it. I
really hope it's received well.
Yeah,
no,
it will be.
Your reactions definitely mean a lot because you
gave us
beats,
2 joints, and them 2 joints are Nah, man, you like listen. You send us 2 joints, and we got exclusives before the shit's released. Right. We love that. Yeah, we love that. So, man, with that being said, brother, wish you all the best, man. And people, like I said, this Friday, Squares, look for go to his Instagram. Go to the Squares tour. He will be in your town. I promise you, it's gonna be an ill show.
Thank you so much. Yo, I really appreciate you guys for having me on. And
yeah, man. And I can't wait to meet you in person, bro.
Yeah, man. No doubt. Man. I'm gonna see you in New York.
Absolutely. Well deserved, man. The 28th and the 29th of June, he will be in New York at Beer Wax.
Yeah.
Beer Wax. I
Shouts to Chris.
Yeah, so I think X,
my guy.
X is going to be doing a DJ set over there. I don't know if I'm going to play any joints, but we have that show on the 29th. It's going to be Zumo, Pays, Pays the homie.
Yes,
yeah,
Pays
man.
Infinite.
He's done a lot for the community out there.
That's, we love Pace.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course. That's since day one.
Yeah.
Who else was I'm trying to think of? Man, there's a whole list of dope artists that are gonna be on the bill. I can't think of everybody right now, but we have so many dates that have been stacked, and I'm worried about this release. Yeah,
and then
no Diddy.
Yeah, then on the 30th, you're in Boston. I might even make the Boston joint for real.
That would be dope, bro.
Boston, and then the Catman. I had to get Catman.
Yeah, Catman is
to show up.
That dude is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
he got joints.
But yo, take us out with any joint of
joints.
Yes,
yeah, and
man.
I think that night was called Nightwork. So
hold on, real quick. Hold on.
What the fuck is
my
that?
God. You were saying Sirplus?
No, I was saying when I thought about it, when I met Catman, it was a show called Nightworks, not Lightworks. They're over in Boston. Remember I had mentioned it earlier? I think I said Lightworks, but it's Nightworks. I just thought of that right now. That's where I had met Catman, you know? We just kind of...
Catman is super dope.
You know?
Yeah, man.
Fucking chopped it up for a second.
We only have dope-ass motherfucking producers on this goddamn show.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate you, honestly. I really do. And because I've been...
Yo, Sirplus, man. No, we appreciate you, man.
I've been
I'm telling you, man. I sent him a picture, React. I sent him a picture.
Of what?
And when he sent me the two joints earlier for the Squares album, I had goosebumps. You know how?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I was like, damn, dude, that's a great reaction.
I'm telling you, I sent a picture of the I said, because that's the only reaction, man. We always chase for the goosebumps, man. Shouts to Jazzy Jeff, man. Like, that's what it is, man.
Yeah.
You know when them hairs stick up, bro, and then the motherfucking goosebumps come out when that beat come on, bro. Pause, and it's just fucking crazy, man. So I thank you, Sirplus.
Thank you so much,
sir.
Thank you guys for having me on. Eddie, thank you for reaching out, bro. I was thinking about that too. I just got a million things on my mind right now before this release. So when you hit me, I was like, yes, I'm with it. And let's set it up as soon as possible.
All I can say is get your rest. And like I'm looking at the schedule y'all got, man. Just the tour dates.
Yep,
man.
next week.
Crazy. I mean, Los Angeles, Miami. You go from the bottom. You go from the bottom of Miami to Jacksonville, to Tampa, to Atlanta, to New York, to Boston, to back to Oxnard. You know, shit. You go to San Francisco, and then you go to Sacramento, and then you go to Denver. Crazy.
Yeah, man.
Just crazy.
It's going to be a good time. It's also kind of draining at times, but I think we're going to be able to manage because we've done it a few times already. I'm kind of like tour manager / opener.
That's all
in
good.
A way.
You put the work in. We only heard 2 joints off the album, and they're incredible. And I can't wait for the album to come out, man. So thank you, Sirplus.
Thank you, both of you.
Let's run this shit.
Thank you so much. Oh shit.
I could tackle the problem without letting my revolver revolve. We solve the crime without calling the law. Following the law God made laid in my palm. Thou shalt not steal a kill. Still you thought you could steal a thought from the God. Maybe not, maybe you got the higher call. Hit the ground like a boat and fired off shots. I fired off non-stop with my mind like a Glock. Popping paper people in a firing range with a fiery squad. As my firing squad, the higher I walk, it seems the harder I fall.